I'm Tim with a guest I'll introduce you to in a moment. And the reason I got a hold of him is I saw, as maybe you did, a news item on Fox 9, Twin Cities travelers left behind in Miami on overbooked cruise. I think they were sisters. They went all the way down there. And then that thing you worry about, we don't have you on the registry. You're not on this ship. And that made me think, who do I know who's not only been on a cruise ship, but is on a cruise ship right now? Jay Roberts, former
Hey,
afternoon
how's
guy
it
at a
going?
radio station I used to know. What's up?
Hey, yeah. So I think the most important thing to remember is if you book a cruise, ensure that you booked the cruise. That's good advice.
Yeah. I think this one, to be fair, might have been a travel agency issue. The travel agent said, I think we messed up on this, and they're going to offer them a free cruise and travel. But it did make me
Yeah.
think. My wife and I are both on I don't know, we go from no way I'd take a cruise to then we went to Cozumel where all the ships were coming in right in front of us. Like that might be kind of cool. I might do it. And then you see stuff like this, and you've been on many. What do you love about it?
I love everything about it, but the fact is it's a vacation every day. It's a different destination. But as time has gone on, the ship itself is more the destination than the destination. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
Because the ships are bigger, they have more features and amenities, and it's like the most grand resort that floats. So some people never get off the boat on a cruise.
Oh,
They just stay on and eat.
I love the artwork behind you, but what are the chances of getting like you're on the outside, right? You don't have an
Yes.
internal cat. Well, of course, you're a big radio star. Look at you.
Right. Well, with the money we make, we got to
Yeah, yeah.
spend it. So,
Now, don't
sure.
drop the phone in the ocean, please. I don't want to be responsible for that. Oh,
That's
look
the
at that.
view.
Is this like travel day toward the end?
This is travel day. This is the last travel day on this cruise. So, what they call a
Oh,
sea day, where we are heading back to our home port, which is New York City. Unusual to imagine leaving on a spring break or winter trip or whatever this is out of New York City, but they do offer that. So, it's pretty cool.
did you
There,
sort of hug
we got
the
a lot of
coastline
people
on the
from the
way?
East Coast, obviously, on this trip.
Yeah, breaking up a bit. One thing, I'm sure the ship has a pretty robust Wi-Fi, so this live video is probably messing up with everybody's chances to send selfies to their family back home.
It wasn't that long ago that this would have never been possible because when my wife and I first started cruising, you didn't have Wi-Fi. There was a dedicated computer, like a library room that had maybe 20 or 30 computers, and it was equivalent of dial-up, a very slow dial-up speed,
Well,
and you would pay by the minute. So if you wanted to check email, you would probably do it once during the entire week.
oh,
And you would dial in. Well, it wasn't dial, but it was that speed. And it would take you probably 15 to 20 minutes to check two emails. And it would cost you about $10 to do that.
You're sounding like an
So
old man right now. Back when we first started cruising, we didn't have
back
no
in my day, yeah, that's exactly right. And we've come a long way. And it's actually fast internet now, so we can stream episodes of The Bachelor on the iPad.
Or the Love Boat. Come on, you're probably not old enough to
Yes.
remember the Love Boat.
I loved The Love Boat.
Okay, because
Show you around my room.
Oh yeah, all right. What do we at here? Spacious. Looks. Again, you're a rock star.
Yeah.
So, where are your wife, daughter, and then your daughter brought a friend along, right? Where are they now when you're working?
They are down the hall, 2 rooms away. They didn't want to be connected to us.
Okay,
Bathroom.
very nice, very nice.
Bathroom.
Do you know how many fellow passengers you have on the ship right now?
So this ship, I want to say, has probably about 4,000 other passengers, maybe 5,000 passengers.
Wow.
This is not the biggest ship that Royal Caribbean has. We usually go on the bigger ships. This one's a little bit smaller, but still 1,000 feet long, so pretty good size. But let's ask my
4,000.
wife. Let's put her on the
So,
spot.
I don't know. Is that like a
Hey,
Benson, Minnesota? The entire town of Benson. There she is, Susan
there she is.
reading,
She's
soaking
reading.
it in.
How many people are on this ship? How many passengers? You know,
I don't know,
lots.
6,000 to 8,000.
No, well, that would be total with crew. But like, what is it? 4,000? Yeah, something like that.
So yeah, somewhere in that. If everybody in my old town of Montevideo got a ship, there you go.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
One
the
of
whole
the
town right
things-
here.
Like people like us that go, so many people are always shoulder to shoulder. Can you possibly get that free ice cream in the afternoon, or even go get a cocktail?
Yeah, so it's on day one, it's always kind of crazy because everyone wants to like do everything right away.
Yeah.
People want to try to eat as soon as they get on board, so the many restaurants are packed. But it's not bad. The way the ships are laid out, there's a lot of opportunity for you to take in your entertainment in multiple venues and different restaurants to eat in. A lot of entertainment options. So people are coming and going pretty much all the time.
You said there was a comedian. I think you could track it down, because I hear to have a good show, you gotta have a cruise ship comedian on. That's what I hear around town.
The comedian is actually just as important as the captain, I guess. I've heard that.
Let's talk about the food. You said that's the first thing. Oh, I'm gonna start because I want my money's worth. It's all included, right? No matter what time of day or night.
Yeah, so it used to be that everything was always included no matter what. And you didn't have, hello, come on in. We're doing a live video. I want to show you this. This is our friendly stateroom attendant.
Hey,
Hello.
Let me see him again. Is he still there?
Nope, he's still here. He's working.
Let me turn him over. Excuse me, sir.
Say
Has
hi.
this been one of the most troublesome, rowdy people in any stateroom on any ship?
No,
And his family?
I've seen worse. There's some worse, but I've seen worse.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
we keep him busy, but he said he's had way worse than us, so that's good.
Let's talk quality of the food.
Oh, Royal Caribbean has always kind of been top level, in our opinion, as far as quality of food. Service and food, always top notch. We used to go on cruises trying to, like you say, get your money's worth in the dining room, eat as much as possible. Drink as much as possible. That's no longer the case. I mean, we diet before we go on vacation. Then we come home and try to undo the damage we did. So we do eat a lot. There are a lot of different offerings of every kind of cuisine you can imagine. And that's all part of the fun.
I saw you on night one in fancy clothes. Did you sit at the captain's tables?
So we did go to the captain's reception, which is basically for people that are enrolled in the Crown and Anchor Society, which is their loyalty program.
So you are a celebrity on the show. I see.
Well, far from it, but I don't know. Does that mean anything right there?
Diamond level. He's a diamond cruiser. Wow.
It took, what's funny about that is we started cruising 22 years ago.
Wow.
And we, at that time, the highest level you could get was diamond. So we thought, well, someday we'll get there. It'll take us a lifetime, but we'll get to diamond. Well, then as time went on, people were cruising more and more. Then you had people that were getting triple, quadruple the amount of loyalty points. So they came out with this expanded double diamond and then Pinnacle Club. And if people are in the Pinnacle Club, they have like thousands of nights at sea with Royal Caribbean, which is really impressive.
You have new goals.
Yes, that is the goal. And in order to make that a reality, we have to live in Florida. There's no way we can fly from Minnesota every time we wanted to cruise every 2 weeks.
Well, at that rate, you'll be able to retire down there soon. If you're just joining us, Jay Roberts is on a cruise ship. By the time you see this, full disclosure, some portions of the program are pre-recorded. You'll be back home, but I was just partly for our purposes, and I'm guessing there are others like me, kind of interested. I'm kind of curious. I don't know. How about it is a small city. How about safety? When again, Cozumel, we were not on a ship, but they were all there. And then news spread fast that in the night, somebody went overboard, probably lost. Do you have any fears getting close to that balcony there?
Not at all. I would say that over the years, all the stories we've ever heard of anything like that happening usually involved way too much alcohol,
Mm-hmm.
which is part of every good vacation, I think. But you have to be able to maintain some level of control.
Yeah. Don't replicate the Titanic scene off of the bow if you've had 12 free drinks since 6 o'clock.
Which, ironically, some of the ships in the fleet do offer the option of going to the bow of the ship
to do
where
that.
the helipad is. They would use for like medevac situations.
Mm-hmm.
And you can go right up to the point of the ship and throw your arms out to the side, and people do it all the time. This ship does not have that, but some of them do, and it's really cool.
Okay. Besides comedians, any other entertainment good shows? The reason I ask, if you watch American Idol, if Simon Cowell back in the day would say, "You're kind of cruise ship entertainer," that is a compliment.
You know,
is that a bad
it should
rap?
be a compliment, because honestly, the level of quality in entertainment with Royal Caribbean has always been really, really top level. They have shows basically every night in multiple venues on this ship, but in the theater, they have the singers and dancers do productions where some of them are actual full theater productions. They have the Royal Caribbean Orchestra, where you have the band playing concerts, and you've got there's comedians, jugglers, they're just different things that you typically would have to. Some of these are Vegas quality shows, which are really, really cool. Cirque du Soleil has done stuff on cruise ships here. Just really all around great entertainment. They keep you busy. There's a reason people keep coming back to cruise vacations, is because it really is like no other. There are times, depending on the weather, where you will feel the ship moving. For some people people have sensitivities to motion sickness and stuff. That can be an issue. Not enough to the point where you wouldn't go on a cruise, but
Dramamine.
You're writing. Put that on your short list. Some people say, "Oh, there's a lot of people on board," but honestly, it's just a matter of coming and going. When you're trying to get somewhere, you'll have to dodge some people, but it's not to the point where you're cheek to cheek throughout the whole ship. I mean, there's a lot of space.
Now, aside from being a celebrity diamond level cruiser, for a beginner like us, and we don't need to talk figures here, we're cost. We know kind of where we're comfortable cost wise. We've been to several places in Mexico, which we love, and we fear that the cost might be more. I don't know. We talk about that without actually throwing dollars out, and I don't know if you can do that.
There's really a cruise to fit whatever your budget is. I mean, if you start with, you might do a 3 or 4 day cruise. You might do an interior stateroom versus an ocean view or a balcony room. There's price differences between those. Certainly, the itinerary will vary in price. Even for cruises that are longer, they might be cheaper depending on the popularity of that cruise. If they typically sell out, if they don't typically sell out. So there's a lot of variables, and Royal Caribbean offers a lot of discounts and sales as well. They periodically, almost always, have a promotion going, so you can save money. But cruises are booked on double occupancy, so you kind of have to plan on going with someone else. And it's really the best vacation, and it has gotten more expensive than it used to be. But
everything, our Mexico locations are quite a bit more than when we went 10 years ago for the first time.
Well, that's because you're bumping into Miranda Lambert on the beach when you go down
That's
there.
right. Now everybody knows, hey, we're going to run into Miranda. We're going to run into Tim. Now people are going to,
Tim.
we can't
Yep.
be on Jay's ship. They'll charge extra. However, for a
Always.
limited time, when you book your trip, if you mention that Jay is the captain of the ship, you'll get a 10% discount.
Actually, they'll say, don't ever mention that again, please.
That's right. I'm going to let you go. I got to run. I know this is your last day. But at this point, your wife's got to be going, we got some stuff we want to do. Thanks
No, she's
for
just
all.
reading the book.
Thanks for all of the tips. You say, obviously, you love it. Go for it. The rest of you watching, let me know in the comments if you are or have or are thinking about it, because we're in that thinking about it stage.
And I'm happy to answer questions anytime. So people message Tim with questions and we'll answer them.
Wait a minute. Why don't I just here? I'm gonna give your phone number.
Just text me anytime.
320. Have a good rest of the sail, and we'll see you back here in Minnesota. I think it's gonna warm up when you get back.
So it better. I'll bring it with
A
me.
little. Jim Roberts, everybody, the captain of the ship on a cruise. And I'm Tim. We'll see you soon.